What's good? It's your boy, the coach, from the WWE, Golf Channel, PGA Tour, EA Sports Madden. You know what time it is. I was a little skeptical at first. Oh, but no longer. It's all about great content. It is now time for yet another episode of the 2B Blunt Podcast with my boys, Frank Knox and Peasy. You never know what they're going to say, but hey, isn't that the beauty of it all? Enjoy. A brand new episode starts right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're tuned in to another episode of To Be Blunt with Peasy.
That's right. We are live, episode 12 of the 2B Blunt Podcast. The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. In studio, I got the Scott. Say what up, Scott.
The Scott's back from Manhattan. He's in studio.
I got Frank Knox.
Yo, what up?
I got Hippie Dickie Moon.
What's up?
And of course, your host, Peasy. And we are live after an afternoon of technical bullshit. Bullshit. That's what I got to say. Technical bullshit. I cannot believe what I had to go through to get this jam going today. You know? Unbelievable. We had all kinds of issues. Laptop's not working. I'm pretty sure laptop's still not running. Am I right? Still not doing anything over there. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But thank God I was able to get everything back up and running. We're live on the Facebook. We're live on the Twitter, the Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTubes, everything. That's it, the YouTubes.
That's right, we're live.
Live on the Twitter world.
That's right. That's right. Although the Facebook feed looks like it's shit, and I'm sorry if it is. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't playing around today. You know? I don't care.
Fired up.
I don't care. It is what it is. Everything looks like shit. Even on my end. Look at this video. Crap. Oh,
Chop.
it's choppy. Everything's choppy. I don't know what's going on. Well, all that matters is the audio's here. You know, and that's what the podcast is all about. And, of course, today we have a big show. We got the Frank Knox birthday bash. Right here,
yeah.
live. It is Frank Knox's birthday.
That's right.
He's drinking the Steve Weisers. He's got the Jack Fire. We're getting loaded up. It's going to be wild. We got Hippie Dickie Moon in studio, special guest here to celebrate Frank's birthday, along with the Scott.
Frank.
That's right. We're going to talk about Raw and SmackDown today. We're going to talk about the Scott's adventures in New York City, because, of course, this Mark over here went to Raw and SmackDown at the Garden.
Of course.
You know, if you want to call in and wish Frank Knox a happy birthday, 860-384-7110. The lines are open. I don't care. Doesn't even matter if the show hasn't started. We even get into it. I'm opening the lines up because it's Frank's birthday.
That's right. Open them up. And anyone wants to challenge the Scott, call in.
Ooh, if you want to challenge the Scott, if you want to stump the Scott,
That's right. Bring it.
you know? So, before we get any further, all right, we have to do the lighting of the blunt. Because honestly, after the afternoon we've had, this is the only thing that's going to really push things along here.
I don't want to delay your blunt, but if people are going to call in, don't we have to give them the number?
I already did.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, what the hell, Scott?
Sorry, back to the blunt.
Back to the blunt. That's right.
Easy needs this.
That's right. We're all going to need this. So, I ask you all, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I said, are you ready?
Let's do it, Peasy.
Then, for the four of us in this podcast studio and the hundreds listening at home, let's get ready to smoke it. Yeah, tell them, Frank.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Smoke it! I got the King Palm loaded. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. We're gonna break it down and roll it up, baby. That's right. Break it down, because it's Frank's birthday.
That's right. Time to get witty.
Ooh, Ooh, man. You know who I'm talking to? That's right. I feel a little better now, Frank.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know, the people of the podcast world.
Oh, really?
You know?
My mom's texting me to shout out my niece, Lydia, because she's listening.
Oh, great.
This
Good.
is-
Oh, good.
This is a rated R show, but thanks for listening, Lydia.
Thanks, Lydia. I hope when you're older you won't remember this.
Man, that smells good today.
That's right.
You busted out the good stuff for the birthday.
That's right. We got our strain of the week. Strain of the week, Master Kush. Not the slave, the master. The Master Kush. The genetics of the Master Kush is a Hindu Kush crossed with a pure skunk strain. Master Kush, one of the best known strains in the world, winner of not one, but 2 Cannabis Cup Awards, and a personal favorite of Snoop Dogg.
So it's
Wow.
gotta be good.
D-O-double-G.
And for Frank, here it is, the passing of the birthday blood.
Thank you, Peasy.
If you're tuned in, make sure you subscribe, to the podcast on all Apple, Google, whatever it is you might use, Spreaker, Stitcher, Player FM. Subscribe, review the show. It's going to be huge. Tune up on Facebook. We're live. And yeah, man. So, coming off the weekend.
Yes, sir. It was a great weekend.
It was a great weekend. It was a lit weekend.
Sure was.
Man, we had the Jack and Jill Saturday. And what a night it was.
Oh, it was dandy.
It was a great time, had by all.
We smoked and we drank.
We ate.
And we ate. And we smoked and we drank. And we ate. And we smoked and we drank. And we ate. And we got fucked up. Next thing I know, your boy is done. I must have had like 8 or 9 of these, I don't know, whatever these drinks that Daniela was making, the groom drinks.
The bourbon lemonade.
The bourbon lemonades. Man, I must have had like 8 or 9 of them. Holy shit. I was donezo. I mean, I remember at one point before the food came out, I was sitting at a table and I was just sitting there, hand in my face. And I was like, what did I do? What did I do? If they don't bring this food out soon, your boy's about to be making a fool of himself.
Well, it didn't help you started drinking Jack Daniels straight at 11 a.m.
Hey, listen.
Out of the flask.
I was given a flask. I had to put the flask to use. The flask can't even talk right now. So, next thing you know, we're fucked up. Now it's, 9 o'clock at night. Next thing you know, we're going out. We're going to the bar. We're doing the karaoke's.
That's right.
We're doing the shots. We're drinking more beers. I don't even know what happened. All I know is I woke up the next morning. My brain hurt. I couldn't find my weed vape. I was a hot mess. I didn't know what the hell happened. And I was literally hungover for like 2 days. I don't know about you, Scott. I don't know about you, Frank, but your boy was shot. I know Frank went out the next day and went right back to it.
Yeah, I did a little hair of the dog.
That's right. Frank goes ham. In case you didn't know, hard as a motherfucker.
No.
What you mean,
Not always.
Not always. I didn't say always.
It's a birthday week.
Exactly. What about you? Now, I know Hippie Moon had a big weekend.
Oh, yeah.
At Fight for Your Dreams 2, which we heard Slick Wagner Brown called in last week and promoted the show. Hippie Moon had a 2 out of 3 falls match against Sammy Diaz. How'd that go, Hippie?
Peasy, you weren't feeling good Sunday when you woke up, and let me tell you, neither was I, because I had a 25-minute brawl with Sammy Diaz, and this shit went all over the arena, into the crowd. It was wild.
Yeah. And what ended up happening?
Sammy Diaz picked up the win. But
What? For what?
let me tell on. But Richard E. Stone was there.
Okay. But did you not have Moonshine in your corner?
Moonshine came out
Sober.
sober. Yeah, well, you know
Okay.
that. Moonshine's
Yeah.
sober now. He came out right at the end because Richard E. Stone, the referee, had it with him, kicked his ass out, and he wasn't leaving.
Come on.
So the big guns had to come out.
What? The big guns.
Yeah, Moonshine.
And then what happened? So Big Moonshine comes out,
Yep. Chases Richard
tries
E.
to
Stone.
even the odds.
Yep. Chase him out of the arena. Now Moonshine's in my corner, getting all fired up.
Right.
Getting me, Sammy, all fired up.
Okay.
We're going back and forth. Forearm, chop, chop.
I'm ready. I'm feeling it.
We
I feel like I'm there right now.
We dive outside the ring. We're both tumbling outside, Mick Foley style.
Oh, all right.
Now we're fighting our way up on the apron.
Yep.
I go for that sliced bread. Oh, he pushes me away. He goes for the German. Elbow. He grabs my hair, picks me up for the cradle shock. No. We make space. Catches me with a sling blade on the apron.
Not on the apron.
Dunzo.
Not on the apron.
I was dunzo.
Oh! Sling blade on the apron.
Threw me back in, and man, I thought I was going to give up for a second, man. I threw up that peace sign. I turned it into that one-finger salute.
Oh, you gave him the one-finger salute.
Which I'm sure we're going to get to more of those later when we talk about Raw. And, excuse me.
Oh, right. Now we're talking.
Woo! Yeah, Richard E. Stone came out once again, knocked Moonshine into the pole. I just checking on Moonshine for one hot second, turned around. That's all it took for Sammy to hit me with a big knee in the back of the head and give me the cradle shock for the 1, 2, 3.
Man, so you got beat over the weekend.
I got beat, but let me tell you, man.
Someone sold you some shitty weed.
You got beat twice.
You got beat twice this weekend.
Damn. Well, I did pick up one victory. It wasn't a complete sweep, you know.
What do you mean? Oh, wait a second. We have our first call in
Here we go.
for the 2B Blunt podcast. Let's see who's calling in. 2B Blunt podcast. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Peter, it's Moonshine.
Hey.
Oh, it's Moonshine. I was just
Speak of
talking
the
about
devil.
you, Moonshine.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Moonshine?
Good to
Hey,
celebrate.
happy birthday, everybody.
Thank you. You sound a little hammered. Are you still sober?
I'm still sober, my friend.
Oh, all right.
I just got out of I was making some stuff, and I might have got a little lightheaded.
Devastating.
You know, I got to make money somehow.
What are you making?
There's some stuff I'm not allowed to talk about.
Some stuff you're not allowed to talk about.
You know,
What is going on here?
well, I talk about it. I just can't touch it. I can't drink it. I got to wear gloves because I don't want the moonshine getting into my skin. I still got to make that money, so I got to make the moonshine.
He's making moonshine.
Wow. So you're
That's
making.
what I do. That's my job. I can make it. I just can't drink it.
The temptation, though.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
little tempting, but I still got to make that money so I can buy the finer things in life.
Damn. So Moonshine, here it is.
Yes, sir.
It's Frank Knox's birthday. We want to say to Frank Knox here, you know?
Happy birthday, Mr. Frank Knox. It's going to be one heck of a day for your birthday there, buddy.
Thank you, Moonshine. I'm looking for a bottle of your homemade moonshine coming my way.
Oh, now we're talking.
I could do that for you. I can definitely make you a little bottle of moonshine for your birthday there, buddy.
Really? You can hook this guy up with a bottle of moonshine.
I could hook him up. I got some connections.
Really?
Actually, I know me, so that's about it.
What kind of connections do you have?
Me.
Himself.
He's got better connections than we got for our Facebook Live, that's for sure.
I know. What the hell? I don't know what's going on here. It's a mess. It's a disaster. Dude, what happened
Your
this
computer
weekend at
thing
Fight
ain't
for
working?
Your Dreams, bro? What happened at Fight for Your Dreams this weekend? Hippie was telling me that you were there, you came out, you tried to help him get the win.
Well, yeah, because I saw that little fella. He kept messing up with in the match there. Richard E. Stone Esquire. I don't know how to say his name, but that little fella, he's a nice guy. Not really. He's a jerk. He actually he was trying to make Hippie lose, and he lost the second fall because of that Richard E. Stone guy. So I came out and I was like, no, we gotta keep this fair.
Right.
And then he pushed me from behind. When he got kicked out, he wouldn't leave. Then he left, and I stayed out because I was cheering on Hippie because I got to let everybody know me and Hippie reconciled. We had a little falling out down there in Jersey. But, things happen.
I know. And then here
But
you
that's
are
all
back
right.
together again.
Of course, I gotta,
Friends fight.
only I'm allowed to pick on my little buddy.
I mean,
Friends bicker.
I was wondering what happened there. I mean, he comes out, takes you out in Jersey, and next thing you know, he's in your corner. I mean, who am I to judge? But I mean,
Well,
Right.
I had to do what I had to do, Mr. Anthony Gangone. He got my head down there, and he was telling me some pretty crazy stuff. But, I thought I was thinking clearly, but I was not.
You're not. So now you are thinking clearly.
I am now. Now I'm 100% clear, and me and Hippie Dicky Moon, we're friends, and we're going to be together to the end, and that's that.
To the end.
Wow.
Till death do us part.
That's right.
You're lucky he's such a forgiving
That's right.
guy. He did that to me. That's it, buddy. You're going down.
That's right. Frank Knox would have put up with that. You know?
It's not even that Hippie Dicky Moo's forgiving. He just forgets stuff.
Whoa.
Whoa. What?
Whoa.
What do you mean he forgets
he
stuff?
smoked
What are you
that
trying to
wacky
say?
tobacco and he just forgets.
That wacky tobacco.
We talked about it.
That wacky tobacco.
I understand.
We had a conversation. I apologized. It was my fault. You know, that Mr. Gangone, he got in my head a little bit, and he was like telling me some stuff, and he was like, do this, and I was like, I don't really want to do it, but he was like, if you do it, you'll do good things, and I tried, and I didn't like it.
Gangone's the enemy, not you, and not me.
Yeah,
Sounds like he got swindled.
It does sound like he got
I
swindled.
got a little swindled, a little bit, but you know, me and Hippie talked about it, and he'll tell you, you know, we reconciled, and now we're good friends again.
So you're willing to turn your back on a friendship for an opportunity a stranger told you?
Oh, stirring the pot with Frank Knox.
No.
So that's not how it was?
No.
You better
That's
defend
not how it
yourself
was.
here. Sounds like that's what
I am
happened.
defending
That's what I'm
myself,
hearing.
Mr. Piggy. No. He was just, you know, getting in my head, and he was like, you know, hippie's bad news, you know, all that, the stuff that you guys like, you know, you got to get away from that. You got to take yourself out of the situation. And I kind of believed him. And then, you know, when push came to shove, Hippie Dicky Moon, my little buddy, he was still there for me even after all that happened. So I apologized many, many times. We talked it out, and you know, like, things happen.
All right.
We all have misjudgments sometimes.
The
And I
point
had
is
a
we're
misjudgment.
together again.
That's all that matters.
I hear you. All right.
Above the influence, back together.
Damn.
Ready to take on the world.
So we're going to get another tag run for
Absolutely.
Above the Influence?
Let's go. Who wants some?
I don't know.
Anybody who wants some, you gotta step up to the plate,
That's
as
it.
they like to say.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
but,
Moonshine.
you know.
Are you guys going to keep
I'm
the same
ready.
name now, even though you don't drink anymore?
We're all.
I'm
we're all
100% above the influence.
Oh, 100%. All right.
That's it.
All right. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Mhm.
Moonshine. Well, thanks for calling in, man.
Love you, buddy.
Absolutely, PZ. I love you too, Hippie.
All right, take it
I thought
easy.
you guys were happy birthday, Mr. Knox.
All right, thank you. I'll look out for the bottle of moonshine.
Or do you
I'll
know,
bring it to you next time I see you, buddy.
you need a little bit of the...
No man, bubbly. I like that. That's funny.
All right, Moonshine.
Have a great night, guys.
All right, bye. Moonshine McCready calling in.
What a guy.
Conveniently, just as we're about to, you know, go in and hear the outcome here, Moonshine, while you're talking about him, literally calls in. I mean, that was perfect. That was perfect. Scott, you had an interesting week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I had to work all weekend. Made the Jack and Jill, though. But
You
I had
made
to,
the Jack and Jill, thank God.
I had to work both days of the weekend just so I could get Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off to go to Raw and SmackDown.
So tell me about Raw and SmackDown. You know, tell the world about the Raw and the SmackDown. You know, Scott, of course, Scott goes to all the shows. I'm sure Scott showed up with primo seats, you know, ready to go at the Garden.
It was the Garden. I think it was a little bit more expensive. I went up higher. I think I was in the 200 level.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
I gotta take it easy, man.
I don't think I've ever heard the Scott in the 200s. Can you believe it's Frank?
Maybe he was saving money for more.
He
seat
did say he was going to sit up top. He spends a lot of money on, you know, the autographs, the beers, the hotels,
The conventions,
the
yeah.
green tea shots.
And let me tell you, hotels in Manhattan are not cheap.
Well, I believe that. But so what happened? I mean, you got any good stories? I mean, last time you went to a show, you know, all hell was breaking loose.
I know. Usually I end up at the bars drinking with these guys, you know, taking green tea shots. Did not happen this go around.
Did not happen.
Did not happen. The best thing I can tell you for any news that hasn't broke, you know, I got to see a couple of the superstars come in, especially on Tuesday. Right outside the Garden, there was a boxing ring set up because there's a boxing match at the Garden this Friday. I guess it's at the Hulu Theater in the Garden.
Yeah.
So they set up a ring there. They had a public workout, you know, so people get in there, do their shadow boxing, you know, whatever.
What?
Hand to the crowd. It's a public workout. I don't know.
All right. I mean, interesting.
But it was right there at the Garden, so I went to check that out. And as that's going on, this is like, you know, 1, 2 in the afternoon. As that's going on, the superstars for SmackDown that day, are just actually coming in and going through the entrance. So they're all walking like right by me. So like Revival, and I wasn't going to stop anybody or anything because like, I don't know, these guys have like a curfew to make it in there. But, I would just say like, oh, hey, what's up? And then like, I didn't want to blow up their spot because there's like hundreds of other marks that are basically doing.
But you're the biggest one.
Yeah. So I was trying to be a little bit respectful. It was early in the day. I didn't have a lot of booze in me. So, just trying to keep it 100, I guess.
I guess so. So you ended up Raw and SmackDown. Shows were good, though? No good stories, huh?
I mean, shows were
really
good,
surprised.
but do you want me to talk about it now or when we get into the recap?
Yeah, we're going to get into it.
I guess. We'll go over it more when we get to the recap. In that case, then let's just go ahead and get into a little bit of news for this week. That's right. I'm bringing you the best of the best when it comes to the news. And the first thing I got to talk about is one thing that's really been bugging me. And I'm sure if you've been anywhere near social media or a TV, you've heard about this, right? This big vaping thing going on where the news is out here telling everyone to stop vaping because everybody's getting this lung disease. Trump out here trying to ban e-cigarettes, flavored e-cigarettes. Mind you, never was once claimed to be the cause. Like, these e-cigarettes aren't the issue. I mean, the problem here is that these, 6 fatal deaths now that they've had, plus 450 vapor, related injuries, have all been, for about 99%, from black market THC and CBD carts.
That fake shit.
The fake shit that somebody's buying off the side of the street by their dealer, whoever it might be, instead of going to a dispensary or somewhere where you're getting something that's been quality assured and tested and everything. So now you got Trump out here talking about being, like I said before, banning these flavored e-cigarettes. Banning the e-cigarettes after 6 deaths. Mind you, hundreds of thousands of people are dying a year from actual cigarettes. Actual cigarettes. Hundreds of thousands a year. And now 6 people die vaping. And now they want to talk about banning the sales of vapes and vape juice for that?
Yeah, it's questionable. You got to think he's in bed with some of those old tobacco farmers, that made hundreds of billions of dollars, and they've probably donated about $50 million to his campaign, and now he's using his power when he finally sees a place he can to ban the competition.
I just can't believe that. Well, what's taking them this long then? I don't know. I see what you're saying, and that's like a money move. That's a money move.
Because these are guys he's been friends with his whole life. He didn't become rich by being friends with poor people.
Right. No. Right. Of course. And they, those guys, big wigs
at
these. Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to think
Reynolds,
of. Yeah.
Those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Those are the guys out there making the money, and they'll just let that shit go. I don't know, man. You ask me, that's some bullshit. And Hippie, you being a weed smoker, how about your feelings on this?
When I saw that, man, it sounded like it looked like an Onion article.
Like an Onion article.
For real.
You want to talk about an Onion article? Let me tell you what I read. All right? I'm going to jump topic here.
Okay.
Because otherwise my blood pressure is going to go up and that whole thing's going to piss me off. Let me tell you about an Onion article, but this is a real thing. Right? So there's a Six Flags, somewhere down in Maryland or something.
Okay.
That's seeking brave pairs, like people, for 30...
Couples.
Yeah, couples. Thank you. Couples. For 30-hour coffin challenge. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, so they'll see couples of any sort, romantic pairs, family members, or friends. It doesn't have to be like dating, whatever. Will spend 30 hours in a coffin from 4 p.m. on September 27th till 10 p.m. September 28th. They won't be allowed to use their phones or other, electronic devices. Mm-hmm. Except apparently they have designated break times. I'd like to know what a break time consists of, because that's weird.
Doesn't seem too hard.
It doesn't. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a real easy way to win that challenge. It's like take 2 Xanax bars right before you get in and fucking just go to sleep.
2 Xanny bars and you're out.
That's it. 2 Xanny bars and a nip. That's it. You'll wake up 30 hours later. They'll wake you up, actually. Hey, you won. Oh, shit.
Can you imagine waking up off a Xanny sleep? Like 48 hours later.
That would be the only way I could do that.
Dude, we've been trying to wake you up. Taking the best sleep of your life. You want to talk about, like, how crazy is that, bro? Like, why would anybody want to do that?
Do you know what the grand prize is?
Gotta be a
to
huge
win?
prize. Gotta be a
what's
huge
the
prize.
Like, no, okay, you would think it'd be a huge prize, right? But the couple remaining at the end of this 30-hour challenge will receive $600.
$600.
That's it.
$600 fucking dollars, bro. All right,
$600. So basically, we'll pay you $20 an hour to sit in a coffin.
Whoa. They sweetened the deal a little bit, but
we
they
go.
throw in a couple 2020 gold season passes, you know?
I'm good.
My bad. $22 an hour.
That's right.
All right. So how many people have actually signed up for this?
I don't know. But how desperate can you be for $600 and a pair of season passes?
I don't know, man.
You know?
People are
They should bump
desperate.
that up to passes for life. And, that should be
That would be worth
passes
it.
for life.
That could be worth it to the right person.
If I lived there in Baltimore, that's where it's at, right?
Yeah. I think, Baltimore,
I'm not driving down there for that.
No.
There's a lot of people in Baltimore that are desperate for $600.
You might have a point.
Listen, I saw a lot of people in New York City this weekend that were not sleeping inside of anything that I think would love to do this challenge.
Well,
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you an easy way of winning some money. Apparently, stashing a boatload of lottery tickets in the visor of your car will earn you maybe $100,000 because that's what happened right here in Connecticut.
What?
Yeah. These people, Frank and Debbie, were driving on their way to Virginia, and they got an email with some news feed that said that there was a winning ticket unclaimed out of Connecticut. Now, this guy Frank's got a stash of lottery tickets that he keeps in his, in his visor, like an old timers would do. They wouldn't even look at them; they just stash them in there, And then so this lady makes them. They pull over. She's reading off the numbers. He's checking the tickets, and all of a sudden they find out not only did they win, 4 numbers matched, they also got the Powerball.
Ah,
So they doubled their winnings. These people walked out like $100K.
wow.
$100K. Like, how are those the kind of people that win these things? How can I do that shit?
That puts like
you
leaving a
wouldn't really-
$20 bill in your pocket like on a whole new level. I
Right?
remember I get pumped when I find the 20 from like last weekend in my pocket.
You said he got an email about the unclaimed ticket?
Not
Yeah,
the
it was like from a news site or a news feed, with a headline claiming that Connecticut winner for
I just knew
Powerball.
the ticket was in Connecticut.
Right. They'll do that. Like, they still have an unclaimed ticket. They'll start pointing out like what state it's in, to try to find the winner.
I was
Yeah, they
thinking he
will.
got an
Go
email
through
that
the
said,
track.
"Hey Frank,
They'll
check
do
your,
that shit right
visor."
on the news, right on the news.
That is true.
So, yeah. And I just thought that was, oh, my bad. That was pretty crazy. And then maybe some of the biggest news to come out. This is breaking news. All right. Don Kincaid didn't even give you this. And if he tries to, when we call him, there's going to be some shit. I hope he's listening. All right. Anthem Wrestling, or Impact Wrestling and Anthem, the parent company, bought a large stake in the Access TV network channel. All right. They brought a majority share. This is now Access TV and HD Net, the movie channel they got. Right? And then, not only that, they're moving off the, God, Scott, what's the name of the channel they're on now? Purified?
Oh, Impact?
Yeah, what are they on now?
Oh man, that's
Something with a P. Oh, no, come on.
With P.
What was it? It was like
They were Destination
America.
America for a while.
Yeah.
It was
And then
some obscure channel that no one gets.
It's like-
Nope, they're past that. They're not even there no more. God damn it. Scott.
Might have to look this way.
That would have been the stump right there. That would have been the stump. This guy, would have been a stump. Either way. So Access right now, these guys already got New Japan, right? New Japan. And they have the old catalog from Ring of Honor, because they used to be on Access. And they got the Women of Wrestling TV show. Which they
Oh,
got.
yeah,
Wow,
that's
right.
a good one.
But they also have the library for that, right? This is the first time that Impact has been on a network that's largely available nationwide. It's been a long time.
It was the Pursuit channel, by the way.
Thank you, Pursuit, not Purified. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. This is big news for Impact. This deal's locked in. You gotta imagine that puts them as the number 3, right?
Yeah.
WWE.
Wrestling is all over.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
AEW, now Impact. I mean, if they're going to be 2 hours on Access, I mean, that's
We'll see if
That's
they're
gonna be
number
great.
three.
That's big time for them.
Big time. I'll probably end up watching that over AEW.
I always liked Impact. I mean, there were moments.
I'm a fan of RVD, Moose.
Yeah.
You know.
And then, right, so get this. So then I hear, so now you know how New Japan and Ring of Honor has like a working relationship. And Impact has wanted a working relationship with New Japan for like a minute now.
Yeah.
So I heard today, another exclusive, that Impact Wrestling and Anthem are looking to purchase Ring of Honor.
The whole thing.
Ring of Honor.
I mean, that'd be huge. But you know what? I think with the AEW, WWE war going, these other groups, they need to do something like this, I think, to stay in the game.
You think so?
I think Ring of Honor right now is tanking without,
Yeah, I don't even know why they'd want to buy Ring of Honor.
I mean, well, if they absorb Ring of Honor, who's already has
to get Jay Lethal back?
to also get that working relationship with New Japan.
Jay Lethal he's so good. That would.
I mean, he's great. He's great, but I mean, I think it'd be a big move for them. Ring of Honor, who's kind of like fallen off the map since AEW has showed up, might just need that one thing, because I know, being with Sinclair Broadcasting, isn't going to do it.
ROH used to be like the go-to hot indie shit. I don't think that's the case anymore. That's AEW now. People look to that now.
Well, I mean, I think that's the big news. That's the big news. And, I mean, where this is going to go from here, I don't know for Impact. But, I mean, I feel like that can have big implications for wrestling overall.
There's just so much wrestling available. There's, this is the most it's ever been I could remember.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
is there such thing as too much wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who
I want to watch all of it, but
I know who we can ask. Why don't we fucking ask Don Kincaid if
Let's
it's too
ask
much
him.
wrestling?
Let's call him up.
Let's call up Don Kincaid. Let's hit the hotline.
I don't know. More wrestling will get him more minutes, won't it?
Let's find out. We're going to get the hotline.
Ladies and gentlemen, exclusive breaking news brought to you by the Kincaid Hotline. And now, renowned reporter Don Kincaid.
It's Don Kincaid, baby!
That's right, Don. Me and Frank got the minutes loaded up. I'm here with the Scott and Hippie Moon. We're ready for the dirt, baby. Give me what you got.
What's up, baby?
What's up, Don Kincaid.
Dude, we've got an all-star team in the studio. We've got Peasy. We've got Hippie Chicken Moon. We've got your Scott, the one and only Scott, and the birthday boy himself. Happy birthday, baby. Your co-host, the Frank Knox, baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's Frank Knox, baby. Shut the fuck up.
Man, you guys are all sorts of litty in that studio tonight, baby.
That's right. We
That's
got
right.
the Steve Weisers. We got the Jack Fires. We got Bubbly in the fridge. We got
Hey,
Bit of the bubbly.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard Dickie, the hippie Dickie Moon brought some shitty weed. What's going on?
I don't know. I'd love to know. This guy comes in here with that beat rate.
the roast.
Don, maybe you need to help Hippie Moon out because he's picking up that old 1993 weed.
Don,
man, I
I'm
got
not
that.
going to listen to it, Don. You weren't there at Fight for Your Dreams. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, I got the OG Kush cooking, baby.
That's right.
OG
See?
Oh, shit.
Don came in here last time was in the studio with wedding cake.
And now
You
he's
know?
on brand again. We're smoking Master Kush. He's smoking OG Kush.
I know. Meanwhile, Hippie's smoking Beasters.
I don't even
Oh, come on, man. Hey,
I told you,
Hard
you're
times
never
right
going to
now.
hear the end of it.
Hard
The
times
entire
right now.
show.
Hard times.
hey, hippie Dickie Moon, I did miss Fight for Your Dreams, too. And, yeah, I felt the punch in the heart by having to not be there myself. And, yeah, I'm going to have to take that L, so I accept that. And it is what it is, baby.
Oh, man. So, Don, you know what today is, don't you, Don?
Oh, man, today, you know what? I've been listening to your PG podcast over here because I listen to it every single Thursday. I'm telling you, you've stolen some of my news, baby, some of my dirt. You're taking it away from me.
I knew it. I knew that Don was going to try to break the
And you had
impact.
to break it
Then I
first.
call. I was like, I got to do it.
And then I'm going to call him.
That's right. I'm going to make it the last thing I do. Then I'm going to call the hotline.
Man, my charges went to $6.99 for this one, baby.
Damn, my bad, Don. My bad.
Hey, I'm going to just start, and I'm going to jump on top of some of the breaking news you've just done. Now, you guys were talking about some Impact Wrestling moving to One Access TV, were you not?
Yes,
we were.
All right, now, Mr. Brian Cage took on the Twitter machine, and he's talking. Hey, do you guys know when this shit starts? Not in September, not in November, but in October when all of this stir-crazy madness is going on with AEW and WWE. This is going to be crazy, baby, because I'm the Twitter machine with Mr. Brian Cage, the champion.
Oh, le champion.
The champion, this October, immediately following Bound for Glory, Impact Wrestling World Star airing on Access Television, and he's going to be looking to put the title on the fucking line for the very first episode.
Oh, wow, really?
Dude, big news, big news. Hey, he's looking at Sami Callihan, might I add.
Oh, wow. So they're really stacking it up.
Yeah, man, that's going to be sick. So Access TV is going to be a plethora of wrestling. And keeping with the Access theme, I've got some New Japan wrestling news for you. Now, check this out. We've got... oh, God. I don't know if the news
Oh,
is...
God. Are you all right, Don?
No, man, this is freaking me out right now. The Rock and Roll Express has been together as a tag team for over 30 years, and they will be making their New Japan Wrestling debut in September on the 27th specifically.
Wow.
The
Wow.
Rock and Roll Express in New Japan. How the fuck are they going to get to the strong style of wrestling?
The
baby?
Rock and Roll Express, man. I don't, they have no reason to be over there.
We saw them at Foxwoods. They looked like shit. They were old. They could barely move.
One for the birthday boy, baby.
That's right.
New Japan Wrestling has just announced that they will be coming back to Los Angeles on November 11th at the Globe Theater. This will be their second event for New Japan Showdown. The first was announced in August during the Super J Cup, and it will be at San Jose on November 9th.
Oh, wow.
Whew. Dude.
You're right over there?
Wow.
I'm trying to hit the OG Kush in between doing this hotline.
But you gotta breathe,
Yes.
Don. You gotta breathe.
You gotta do it for Frank's birthday, baby.
It's not working, but you know what? I only got one more tidbit.
All right, let's get it.
Holy shit, that OG Kush is fucking fire. Oh my God.
Damn, Don, you're getting lit today, baby. I love it.
Getting ready with the PG, baby. So, hey, we've got, to end this whole madness off, we've got some WWE news. Now, this is coming straight from Triple H's mouth, and he has confirmed that 205 Live is coming to a complete end. During an interview with Newsweek, WWE Hall of Famer Triple H confirmed that 205 Live show will be coming to an end, and that the Cruiserweight wrestlers and the WWE Cruiserweight Championship will become a part of NXT on their 2-hour show starting in September 18th.
Wow, that's big news. It's NXT, baby. It's going to be hot.
Woo. Dude.
You all right, Don?
Breathe,
Do you
Don.
really? No, not really. Hey, do you even watch 205 Live? Hey, could I just take a poll real quick? Does PZ, Frank, Dickie Moon, and the Scott, do you even watch 205 Live?
I watch 205 Live every week.
I do not.
I watched it this week at the Garden.
I only watch Brian Kendrick matches.
Of course you would. You dude.
I got to see it too.
Now, I used to watch it on a reg, but I kind of fell off. So, hey, this 2-hour show, we're going to get a combination of all sorts of stuff. The UK guys are coming in. The 205 guys are coming in. All of the NXT guys and girls that are already there are going to be there. It's going to be a fucking insane NXT experience. Hopefully they take it into a good direction for the fans, us, the fans.
Sounds good, Don. Well, but you're getting up those minutes, bro. I got to let you go. I got a show to run here, baby.
All right, baby. Hey, you guys have a great time tonight. Hey, guys, Knox, happy motherfucking birthday, baby.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Don. Wow, Don's fired up, man.
Don Kincaid, baby.
Yeah, it's the hippie, Dickie Moon, man. It's time to sit back, relax, and chill. You're tuned into the 2B Blunt podcast with Frank Knox and Peasy. Peace.
That's right, baby. Wow. We're already getting callers coming right in.
Well,
Line is hot.
The line's hot today.
The line's hot. To Be Blunt Podcast. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, wow.
Oh, what's going on?
Who knows?
Was that a false finish?
Hello?
Yo, you there?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, all right. What's your name? Who you calling in? Where you calling from? What's your name, damn it?
It's Credo, calling from Lavenders Falls.
Wow. Steve Credo, the leader of the Marks.
I know Credo.
Scott, that's your leader.
I know Credo.
That's your leader, Scott. Or we should call it Scots for life now.
Maybe Credo's making sure that I'm not operating the camera in this podcast.
Well, thank God. You know? Steve Credo, this guy, you're the man. You got your own podcast. I'll shout you guys out while I got you front of 9. Another wrestling podcast, another great wrestling podcast.
Yeah, we have another wrestling podcast. That is true.
Yes. Yeah, so what's up, man? What's good? We're celebrating the Frank
I'm
Knox
trying to get
birthday
ready for the
bash.
show tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Birthday
NEW. Yeah, we got the Frank Knox birthday bash.
Frank Knox birthday bash.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you guys going out tomorrow or what?
Well, we were actually discussing this before the show. We got the big NEW show at the Waterbury Pal tomorrow.
Yep.
Lombardi, I'm charging you for that shit, by the way. It's a free drop.
On Friday the 13th of all days.
Even though you wouldn't give us a goddamn table.
There you go.
They wouldn't let us in, bro. He said the place is too small. I was like, what the hell? Some fucking bullshit.
I saw you guys streaming live, and I wanted to give a call and say what's going on.
Nice, man. We're about to get into the big week of wrestling.
Nice. Well, it's been quite a week, guys. A lot of shit happening on in the wrestling world. So, are you guys preparing for the Wednesday night wars and whatnot happening in 1 week?
Absolutely.
Or just a few weeks. I mean, you got NXT next week, but
yeah, we're ready.
We're looking forward to it.
NXT versus AEW, baby. What's gonna happen? Which one, Scott? Let me ask you a question. I already know Scott's answer, actually, because I was gonna ask you which one you're gonna watch live, and we talked about
But you know
this.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say because you're a Scott.
You're gonna watch them both.
Yeah, that's right. Two TV setups.
Two TVs in the living room.
Steve, let me ask you: when it comes to the AEW versus NXT, which show are you going to watch live?
Man, it's tough. I want to see the first AEW show, so I'm going to tune into that because I know I can go watch the reruns right away, for NXT. So I got to see the first show. I got to see the first AEW show, see what they're doing. Because guys, I think one of the things I got to ask you is that I'm so used to paying $9.99 for WWE shows and pay-per-views and whatnot. But are you guys going to cough up $50 every month for an AEW pay-per-view, or
no way?
Google the live
Let me tell you something. After
Live
having,
stream.
that's right. Go ahead, Frank.
Live stream only.
Yeah, after All Out, where me, Frank, and Scott here, we split that damn pay-per-view, $20 a pop. And for what? To watch a guy go through a Cracker Barrel?
You got beat.
That was a highlight of the pay-per-view.
You know what? Maybe, back in the day, we used to go to Hooters for the WWE pay-per-views before the network.
If they want to run at Hooters, I'm in.
Well, they can do that, but I'm thinking Cracker Barrel. Is there a Cracker Barrel nearby? I'm pretty
No,
sure they'll
I
be
don't
running
think there is.
pay-per-views.
That's the official
Is
blast.
that West Hartford? How far is that from here?
Cracker Barrel? I think it's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
I don't think there's one. There's one.
No.
There's one in Connecticut.
There's one.
There's
right next
got to
to
be one in
Treehouse.
Connecticut.
There's
gotta
one
be-
right down the road, guys. Right on in Fishkill, New York. There's a Cracker Barrel.
Well, it's not down the road from us, though.
I know.
Oh, that's good for you. You tell me I got to drive an hour to watch AEW? Now forget it. Forget it.
Let's get Cracker Barrel and Hooter blast areas.
They're going to have to do a much better job at wheeling me in with their shit than they have been, because there's no way that I'm keeping track of their storylines by watching Being the Elite.
Well, that's what the TV is for.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And maybe when the TV gets better, it might be more acceptable for me to drop $50, $60 on a pay-per-view, which I hope wouldn't be every month, because then there's no way that's happening. But if they ran like 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year, kind of like what they're doing now, we might be in better shape. What do you think, Steve?
What about the timing, though, man? Because the timing was like, what am I watching, WrestleMania? It's not over till like midnight? Come on, I got fucking shit to do. Why am I spending 4 hours or 5 hours on this?
Yeah, All Out was a long-ass pay-per-view.
It went all out, I guess. But yeah, man, I was like,
I don't know.
It's like a shift at work, man.
If that's All Out, then they're in trouble, if you ask me, Steve.
I don't know. But, I mean, like, the first show was good. The free Spider Fest was fine. All Out, I'm like, I need to see something different. And I'm hoping the weekly shows bring something different. Because I like the look, though. It totally looks like WCW. Like, the lighting.
It looks just like WCW. I say that all the time. It's like watching a WCW show.
Yeah.
It's like watching
that's
Nitro.
exactly how they look. Maybe they hired all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's crazy. Their production.
But I'm definitely
looks
going
just
to watch
like
the first show.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's good to know.
Okay.
There you got it.
Yeah, guys. Well, I want you to get back to your show. I'm sorry. I wanted to give a call in.
I appreciate you calling in, man. Shout out again, another wrestling podcast, yo. Make sure you guys tune in. You can check them out on, all the good shit, the Googles, the Apples, the podcasts, everything you can get it on. They're on Spotify.
While you're on the line, do you want to take a shot at stumping the Scott?
Ooh, I like that. That's a good idea, Frank. You want to try to stump the Scott?
These guys want to test me here, so
I got.
Scott, what do I do?
Let me explain this
Marks.
to you. Yeah.
Let's championship related do for Clash
I
of
have
Champions,
what we dub the smartest wrestling fan of all time. This is the Scott. He's so much of a mark that we've actually replaced the word mark with Scott. So now they're all a bunch of Scotts. All right. This guy is unbeatable in wrestling trivia, and I've seen him in action firsthand. So what I need to know is, in light of Clash of the Champions this Sunday, would you be up for stumping the Scott with maybe a trivia question relating to championships?
Relating to a championship?
Related to any championship,
Yeah,
trivia.
A championship related question, whatever, whether it be, I don't care, whatever.
Pretty broad.
Yeah, it's pretty broad. You ask him anything.
I have a question that's probably good, but it's not really dealing with a championship. Does that matter? It probably matters.
Let's hear it.
Let's test it out. This is it out.
I'm gonna stand. Can you see me in the camera? Because I want to make sure that nobody
Scott, all I
sees me
see is the
looking up
back of your
anything.
head.
Yeah, he's not on Google.
He's trying real hard. Scott likes to work the hard cam.
All right. I just wanted to be known that my phone was over.
All shot.
Listen, look at this, Frank. Look at this. Look at this guy. It's in the middle. He's completely blocking you out.
It's my birthday, goddammit.
That's right, Scott, you son of a bitch.
Now let's hear the question.
what's the question?
Let's see it.
Tell him, Steve, what do you got?
Okay, so let me see if I have this correctly. I remember. I did a trivia night somewhere, and I had these questions out. So this is one question, kind of weird, but I don't know. Anyway, the head that Al Snow had for head in ECW and all that, it used to hold a mask for a WWE superstar. So basically, they would put the mask on it before the show, but Al Snow took that head and used it for his gimmick. Which mask of a wrestling superstar at that time was the head used for?
All right.
It's a true story. He used that head. He took his
trying to cut him off.
He already knows. He's saying he knows the
He
answer.
says, all right.
I think I got it, but there's two, and I might have to guess with one of them. But I believe it that he had the mask on. It was a former Al Snow gimmick in WWE, and then he had it on the head. And I'm going to say both, but then I'm going to have to choose. I'm leaning towards Avatar, but I also think it might be Shinobi. And I'm thinking in my head of which one I'm going to say.
You better pick
Am
one.
I right, though? Is it one of those? Is it one of those?
Well, it's not one of those.
Oh, wait a
It's
second.
WWE
Time out.
Then I'm
Scott,
done.
you got to get repackaged.
Wait. Okay, wait. Repeat the question one more time. Let me make sure I heard it all right.
Okay, so Al Snow. So the mask So Al Snow used the head of the mannequin head of some it was to a WWE superstar who they would put his mask on it for shows or whatever. So he took it and used it for his head gimmick.
Basically, Scott, he's got a mask.
Google the question. What's that?
No, go ahead.
No, so it was used for a WWE superstar's mask at the time, and he took it and I think he brought it over and he used it for the whole head gimmick. So I know if you Google it, you should be able to see it, but I can tell you this is just one of those questions I looked up for a trivia night once. So
man, if I can't,
it held a former superstar's mask backstage while he wasn't wearing it.
So I have to guess that former superstar's former superstar, right?
That's what he's asking.
So I guess this is going to be my last shot in the dark guess. I guess is going to be Aldo Montoya.
Wrong. It was for Mankind. So
okay,
he put Mankind's mask on it, and he took it from there to use it for his gimmick for over there. And you can Google it.
Sit down, Scott.
I used it for a trivia question one night. It's a tough one.
All right, well, good question, Credo.
It's a weird, tough one, so I don't know. That's the only question I remember.
Sit down, Scott.
Damn, Scott.
I owe you some sort of prize or something.
Scott.
He owes you a green
I can't believe I got to repackage my only smart mark here now. Thanks for calling in, Steve, bro.
For the infamous camera screw job you did in Rhode Island. So there you go.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in,
guys,
bro.
Either way. Thanks for giving me a chance.
Wow,
All right, guys. We'll have fun. I'll probably see you this weekend.
Scott's head
Thanks.
Oh, he's upset.
Scott's upset.
I honestly can't believe what just happened.
Oh, for one.
And I talked to the WWE HR person on Tuesday.
We're not going anymore. That's it. Breaking news, goddammit. This Scott has been stumped right here on a 2B Blood podcast.
Episode 12.
Episode 12. It's like 12 episodes.
Birthday.
On Frank's birthday. The Scott stumped. And he is so bummed out right now.
Dude, I talked to the HR lady at WWE, and she was going to do another Connor's Cure trivia, and now I feel like I'm not even worthy. I don't know.
I mean, I certainly would never have known the answer to that. That was our question. Did you know the question, Hippie?
Good question.
Hippie's over here just high as shit looking at his phone. He doesn't know what's going on.
I was looking up. Nah, not yet.
Damn, so high.
I was gonna guess like a ECW luchador or something.
I was going to say Rey Mysterio.
I feel like I was thinking about the head wearing Avatar's mask, and I feel like that happened at one point somewhere.
Well,
but anyway, we can move on.
We're gonna have
I'm
to
not gonna
know.
sleep tonight now, but we can move on.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Scott's hitting the books all night. He's hitting Twitter. He's hitting Wikipedia.
He might be hitting the bottle too.
Time to study.
Damn.
If I go to Wikipedia, I can just change the answer, right?
You can suggest an edit.
You might have to. Let's get into a little wrestling this week. God damn it. We heard from Steve Credo. We did a little Stump to Scott. We heard from Don Kincaid. But we got a big Raw. We got a big SmackDown this week. But definitely the one that shined, in my opinion, was Raw.
Hands down, Peasy.
Correct? Am I right,
down.
Frank?
I felt like I was 9 years old, running around my living room all over again.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the opening segment with Stone Cold was just amazing. As soon as the glass broke, which was like just how they kicked off the show.
That pop in the Garden.
Thank you. There we go. We got the feedback. That's right. Scott was there.
I've never experienced a Road Warrior pop, but when that glass hit, oh my God, that place came unglued.
I need to feel that once.
What?
That Stone Cold pop. I gotta be there live.
Dude, it was like, I'm shuddering right now thinking about it.
Oh, I got the goosebumps.
Feel it on the back of my neck right now.
I had the goosebumps sitting at home.
I know. It made me feel like I was watching, the old 90s, 98, 99 Attitude Era, damn it. You know what I mean? But
that segment was great.
It was. But before I go further, I was thinking to myself, as this was happening, as much as I loved it, do you think, that kind of pop and people, reminiscing about what some might call the good old days, a good thing for the main roster? In a time where they're already struggling, you bring this guy out who's 50-something years old and gets the biggest pop in the building, I feel like it did nothing for the main roster whatsoever. In fact, if anything, it made them look like shit.
WWE's always going to bring the legends out,
Well, no, I understand that,
they brought Stone Cold out because according to Scott, ticket sales were low. So
Right,
they announced Stone
Which,
Cold.
by the way, Michael Cole said multiple times on camera. I watched it back on TV. He said they were sold out. They were not sold out. They were still selling tickets right before the show.
Come on.
And then when we get to SmackDown, they were even more not sold out.
Really? I don't know. I just feel like, the current roster just, you could tell, lacks that star power. And then the question is, how come that they can't make someone into that kind of star anymore? Or how come they won't do that? Why does a lot of people say that these guys are held back or they don't get the opportunities that they, the guys back then used to take? Is it that they don't get the opportunities or these guys aren't willing to take the risk because they're too scared to lose their jobs?
I think they're not giving them the freedom that they once did back in the day. They've taken the all creative control over everyone's gimmick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So the thing is, if we didn't have a Monday Night War back in the day, would have we ever got Stone Cold? Would we have ever got The Rock?
That's a good question.
So now with this new, AEW coming around, are we gonna see now the next Stone Cold, the next Rock?
And where's it gonna come from?
It's not going to come from anyone on the roster currently because they keep fucking everybody up. They try to build up.
Next star is going to come from like NXT then, like Velveteen.
Velveteen Dream will not be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, not the next Stone Cold, but
not the next Rock.
If we're talking about the War, then it's gotta come from them.
It's got a little bit of a point. But I don't know. It's just I felt a certain type of way as I was watching them, and when I heard that pop, I immediately wrote this down. I was like,
yeah. And I'll tell you,
this is not like a normal Raw already.
Yeah, but it was like, when would you have ever imagined you're going to see AJ Styles and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring together?
Oh, but how good was it? I mean,
it was everything I would ever imagine and more.
AJ Styles and stood toe to toe with Stone Cold, and man, he's out there and he's mocking, oh, Stone Cold, oh hell yeah, I'm doing all that shit.
It was great, dude. It was so good.
Man, I was popping out. I was laughing my ass off. Bro. It was so money. I mean, there's never going to be anybody on that same level as AJ Styles, dude. Like in the current, there's such, in my opinion, a gap between AJ Styles and the rest of the roster.
Well, when you heard Seth Rollins try to claim he was the best wrestler in the world, and what happened, Scott?
Oh, everybody booed
and who did they chant for?
Oh, well, first they actually chanted CM Punk.
Of course,
there was a lot of CM Punk chants
but
Monday and Tuesday,
but
which I'll never really understand
Styles.
still. But
I heard AJ Styles
as soon as after that, it was AJ Styles.
I don't even pay attention to that CM Punk shit anymore.
That's right.
That's like living in a city.
Listen,
after a couple years, you get used to the noise, and I'm over CM Punk.
The people that were booing or chanting CM Punk, those are the same people that were actually booing Roman Reigns when he came out during, a Connor's Cure segment.
Jesus.
Fucking bullshit.
It is.
That's really it. That really is. I don't know, man. I mean, that's the problem is that no one's ever going to touch that, dude. And they just, the opening of Raw was great. I loved it. And I thought Stone Cold out there hitting the stunner, getting physical. I mean,
oh, that was great.
What more could you have asked for? Except for JR sitting there, stunner!
I know, that was the only thing missing.
Stone Cold!
And I'll tell you, 1 out of every 10 people, I swear, in that crowd had an Austin shirt on.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Wow. Well, he had that new T-shirt,
Yeah, the new T-shirt, but there were a lot of old Austin shirts there. People were there for Austin.
That Austin shirt is the Austin 316 is the number 2 most popular, like highest sold T-shirt in
history.
In history,
really?
Can we stump
number
Scott?
one?
See, no, don't try to stump me. See if I get this.
Well, I'm not talking about wrestling. I'm talking about just T-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Designs.
Well, that I want to.
Across
What's
all.
number 1 a Nike shirt?
Number 1 is the I Heart New York.
Oh,
really? Wow. I had a chance
Man,
to get
talking
both
about
of those
some facts
weekend.
tonight. Fucking hippie Moon coming in with some stats. I loved it. You know who needs some stats? Maybe a little bit of help? Bailey. Scott.
I'm not into it.
Dude, this is now, Scott, week 2 into your girl Bailey's heel turn. You think by now they would have done something to make her stand out as a heel? Nope. No gimmick change. Same look. Same gimmick. Same blow up stupid things. She comes out, pointing to the crowd, doing all her, her same shtick she's been doing since she was, a babyface 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what I'll
Her
say...
and Sasha come down with the blow-up gimmicks.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Both
of them? Not just Bayley? Both of them?
Now both of them. So now are they even heel anymore? I can't even tell. I can't tell, Scott. I don't get it.
Listen, I think it's coming. I think you just have to be patient.
I think you can't be coming too much to these women. Damn it. I'll tell
It
you
already
what's coming.
came. It came when she turned.
That was just for her friend. But if we get I'm going to jump ahead to our Clash of Champion predictions. Then I'm going to tell you right now. I think Sasha gets the belt from Becky.
Scott, why can't you just hold it? You know we're doing Clash of Champion
All
predictions.
right, so we'll get there. And
so
then
why
I'll
can't you
explain
just
the
get
Bayley
there when we get there?
All right, fine.
Scott's on a time limit.
He's always got a
But I
jump.
want you to explain the real heel Bayley's coming.
I don't know.
Coming? What are they waiting for?
We'll get to it during the predictions.
It was hot that night. That night and a half.
They had fire. They had fire, bro. And then it fizzled out within 24 hours on SmackDown when she came out doing the same fucking shit. And now here we are on Raw. She's doing the same fucking shit.
And guess what? When it finally happens,
no one's gonna
care anymore.
Thank you. Exactly, Frank. Exactly. No one's gonna care. It's over with. It's done. They fucked it up already, I feel like. I mean, I was texting Frank and I told him I thought I was gonna burst a gasket. Because I was so fired up over her coming out with her side ponytail and her stupid blow-up fucking wavy things and panting to the crowd and all that shit. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I related a lot to very similar in NXT with Gargano and Ciampa, right? Ciampa, great heel. And Gargano, joins him. They reform DIY. And then he couldn't really be a heel, kind of like what Bayley's doing now. But we'll see what happens.
But they're not even giving her an opportunity to be a heel because they're not changing her gimmick.
I mean, she's facing baby faces. She fought Ember Moon this week. Charlotte's going to be the baby
She
face on
fought Ember
Sunday.
Moon before she turned heel.
That's true.
Oh, my God. He's right. He's right.
They're not doing anything different.
He's right.
Stop defending this woman you have no relation with.
Oh, my God. All right. Listen, we're getting a little fired up here. I think we need to light up the blunt, take a quick smoke break, gather our thoughts, and come back for the Peasy match of the week. What do you think?
I'm ready for it. I heard you got some new theme music. I'm pumped.
That's right. I got a new music bed, goddammit, and I'm going to use it. But first, I need to smoke a little bit, maybe take a couple of shots of the Jack Daniels to get a new beer and get ready for the next part of the 2B Blunt podcast. Light them up, baby. It's green and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I roll it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. 4 grams in a blunt, boy, now you talking. I'm so high, all I'm seeing is my eyelids. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple. Eyes red, but I still wanna take a hit. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple. Trees up, let my eyes bleed up. Break down me a Dutch, I'm finna get fucked up. Eyes low, got the dro, so I only smoke the finest. Purple haze, sour D's, mixed together gets me highest. We be smoking, the Dutch what I'm holding, the smoke what I'm blowing. You already know it, everybody wanna get like me to be a situation. I can cause a drop from all the smoking, that's my compensation. Roll it up, yeah, light it up, and then hit the split, and then pass it up. And man, now you know my occupation, call me Mr. Kush Blower. Look around the room, ain't nobody in the eyes lower. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I roll it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. 4 grams in a blunt, boy, now you talking. I'm so high, all I'm seeing is my eyelids. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple. Eyes red, but I still wanna take a hit. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple.
Green no, purple gold. Nigga get it by the pound, you already know. 5 stacks, you got that. Claim you get it cheaper, boy, you need to stop that. I'm by the beans, I run the city, chasing paper. Who ran it with me? Tell them come and get me. I'm so gone, look at my wrist. I'm so on, all these white diamonds got me feeling special. You niggas too short, you ain't on my level. I'm getting money while you pillow talking. That's why I'm riding and you still walking.
Yeah, you know and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple. Eyes red, but I still wanna take a hit. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple.
Sour diesel, granddad. I signed me smiling, a money habit. I took a week off, spent 10 stacks traveling. Now back to trapping, in and out of traffic. Not from Orlando, but I moved to Blue Magic. Cuz let me hit the perp, stop crabbing. She said she down for the action. I'm doggy style stabbing while smoking the blunt.
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I roll it big. Yeah, screaming that's nothing. 4 grams in a blunt, boy, now you talking. I'm so high, all I'm seeing is my eyelids. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple. Eyes red, but I still wanna take a hit. Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple.
Hey yo, it's HVO, High Voltage Omar. You are listening to the top podcast around, To Be Blunt, with your host, Peasy.
That's right. To Be Blunt Podcast. We're back. And now it's time for my match. My match of the week. That's right. It's the match of the week. The blood's lit.
Yes, sir.
The bubbly's poured. A little bit of the bubbly.
The bubbly.
And now, my match of the week. And I hope everyone saw it because it was spectacular and it was unpredictable if you ask me. AJ Styles and Cedric Alexander.
Wow. What a match.
That was a great match, but didn't it end in a DQ? DQ finish and it was your match of the week?
Match of the week. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Scott.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
action was
because
hot.
that's right. No one touched the work rate that those two put in that match, and I was high. I was into it. I loved it. AJ Styles and Cedric. I never thought I'd see the two go head to head.
Well, now you'll see him this Sunday.
That's right.
I'm
so now we're
excited.
gonna get the rematch over at Clash of Champions.
Spoiler, next week's PC's match of the week will be Cedric Alexander and AJ Styles.
Hey, maybe it is. Oh, shit.
That was a great match, though, man. I enjoyed every minute of it. They battled.
I like my theme.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm pulling up the clips.
Guitar solo. Now that's how real theme music sounds, Frank. Woo! This shit's fire, yo.
My guy still got the best theme music in the game.
You do have super fire theme music.
Oh, man.
It's great. It gets you fired up, right? Well, that one gets you fired
juiced
up.
up.
I might do my new theme music when I work a match again in, like 4 months.
That's right.
We need a rematch.
When Chris
Yeah, we
Cannon
can.
meets the size 13 boot.
That's right. A son of a bitch has a size 13 waiting for him. He's trying to call me out online, trying to make a name off himself, off my fame. You know what? There's only room for one big man, Chris Cannon, in Battlefront Wrestling, and that's me, Slade Dangerfield. And you know what? There's 2 options. You get put over or you get put under. Either way, the joke's on you.
That's right. And Honest Abe, you could come with him too.
That's right. Getting back in. Woo! SmackDown started off in what I like to perceive this as crap.
Caca.
You like that, hippie?
That's good.
How do you manage to botch an opening promo with Undertaker?
Sami Zayn.
The Undertaker. What happened, Scott? What happened?
He got interrupted by Sami Zayn.
Why?
But you know what?
Exactly.
If you saw on Twitter though, Sami Zayn posted something like 3 days ago And I was like, yep, he's going to be the one to come in, and he's going to take it. I thought he would take a tombstone, but he took, I think, just a choke slam.
Choke slam.
But
I was surprised, though.
yeah,
I thought The Fiend was going to interrupt Stone Cold
Not what
or
people wanted.
The Undertaker. Instead, we got fucking Sami Zayn.
So, I mean, what's if The Fiend interrupts Stone Cold, what's the payoff? Stone Cold ain't having a match.
But what was the point of his tweet?
Oh, Sami Zayn's tweet?
No, bruh.
The Fiend.
He was talking about snakes.
Tweeting about snakes.
Randy Orton.
Talking about
before they get
the Viper.
Yeah. Undertaker.
He said a rattlesnake. There's only one rattlesnake, and that's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly. Ooh. I don't know. I think everybody expected The Fiend to come out. You know? I think everybody expected it. My bad. And then what happens? Nothing. We're sitting there. Undertaker's cutting a promo. We got Sami Zayn's music. Like, we're talking about a bummer, Scott.
I thought he was. I thought he was working with Shinsuke. What happened with that? Now he's coming out to interrupt the Undertaker.
That's right. Damn, yo.
They got no plan for this guy.
I'm about to take a sip of my bubbly.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Eat it.
Oh, a little bit of the
All
bubbly.
right, so say it's not Fiend, not Sami Zayn. Who comes out?
Kane.
Ooh, now they have been pushing Kane to come back. You know what?
Mayor
That
Kane.
wouldn't have been that bad, actually, now that you say that.
That would be great.
He's got like mayor stuff to do.
What?
That makes it even better.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then they can push it off, and we'll see him again in Rumble, and then again in Mania. We'll get the Kane versus Undertaker, brother versus brother, for the final time.
I think
For the ashes.
Have we had that enough yet?
Paul
That's
Bearer.
right. Kane,
For the urn.
I burned your house down. Now you will rest in peace.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't see Sami Zayn. I mean, what he was just working as Shinsuke's like mic piece,
Right.
right?
That's good.
That's all
what
he's doing
happened
right
with
now.
that?
He's not doing anything.
I thought he was going to just.
He was on fire when he came back the night after WrestleMania this year and cut that promo calling everybody hypocrites.
Talking about Shinsuke, what the fuck happened on SmackDown? They let that guy come out there and do guest commentary?
Yeah, when I saw him sit in the seat from
Well,
my
did
seat,
that do anything for him?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He doesn't
It
even
made him
wrestle.
look like a fool.
When's the last time he put the belt on the line? 2 months.
I forgot he was champ.
See, that's like, he's becoming a very forgetful Intercontinental champ.
You asked me excellent question.
I got nothing. I don't know.
I mean, they had a SummerSlam without the Intercontinental Championship on the line. I know that, and I was fired up about it.
Dude, that's the best. That's my favorite belt, man.
Yeah, that belt means nothing anymore.
That's so messed up.
I mean, he hasn't defended in months.
It's a shame what they're doing
And
to
then
the
he
IC
comes out
title.
and he fucking does guest commentary.
They got all that talent, man.
All that talent.
It's very predictable. It's always like the week before a show. If one guy's not wrestling, he's doing commentary for his opponent.
Is the U.S. title the new like is that the work rate title now?
I mean, AJ Styles holds it, so yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be equal, right? Both those titles, just
They're
on
not.
different shows.
They're not even
equal
close to equal.
It's true. They're really not. Nowhere near close. I'm with you guys on that shit. No way.
Good bubbly.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
It's nothing fancy.
It's good enough for me.
Is it? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. You know? Yeah, well, let's get in, you know. And then there's another thing that happened on SmackDown that I was really happy about, though. Not everything was so bad. And that is, you know him as King fucking Gable, baby. Woo!
You think so? He's not king yet.
Oh, not yet. But I'm telling you now, baby.
Gotta be.
Chad Gable walking around styling and profiling, you know? And a lot of people complained. Pardon me, I took a sip of the bubble. I got a little gas. A lot of people complained about how they went about with Shane McMahon jumping into the King of the Ring tournament.
Such fucking bullshit.
There we go. Another person that feels the same way.
It was stupid. For what reason? You just automatically put yourself there.
Thank
'Cause of
God
Elias?
Gable still pulled up the victory because that was having like.
And then he went
high
2 out of
anxiety
3
watching
falls
that.
once he lost the first fall.
I was like, what the?
Yeah, man, it was a good match, but then it ended up in Kevin Owens getting fired.
For like the 8th time.
Yeah, again. Now
I don't understand that.
Kevin Owens is the ref in this Gable and Shane match.
But I gotta ask Peasy, like, you're big on Gable right now, but you've also been big on Corbin. So
Right,
like,
which is why I have a lot invested in this King of the Ring right now.
I see. Which won't be at Clash of Champions, so we can talk about it now. But it'll be at Raw next week.
Which is another thing that kind of drives me nuts, bro. You know, if you're going to do an end like that, why not?
I thought it was definitely happening on Sunday.
There's
led right up to
already
it.
27 matches on Sunday.
Yeah,
How many?
I'm kidding. There's probably 12.
That's still a lot of matches for Clash of Champions.
There's that many championships, huh?
I'm telling you right now, though, that robe doesn't look like it's going to fit Gable.
Why, you're trying to say he's too short?
I mean...
What do you want to say?
I'm not saying he's too short. I'm
Go
saying
ahead,
the robe's too big.
I just had a strange thought about, okay, they're pushing that short thing.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, I'm just imagining him with the crown and, like, thinking about, like, what's that called? When you have, like, short man complex. Him being a king that,
Napoleon
like...
complex? I don't know.
Like Napoleon?
Like, they might be doing, like, a Napoleon type of thing.
Who knows? But you know what? He might get it. I mean, like, they're definitely pushing him to the moon right now. And I think if he's on SmackDown, right? SmackDown's going to Fox.
I mean, I would say that him fighting Shane McMahon definitely constitutes as getting pushed to the moon.
Right. And we consider, Fox, I guess, wants to have this be legitimized and act like a real sport. Well, who better than Gable, right? Former Olympian.
Yes.
Right?
This is true. And ultimate babyface, going into this also with Baron Corbin, who's been getting great heat, but although recently he's been getting a little bit of cheers too. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I said last week he's got to be careful.
I can't remember if it made it on TV. You guys could tell me, but in the Garden, it was "Let's go Corbin sucks" dueling back and forth during that triple threat match.
Well, really, at the Garden, that's how it was.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't get that here either. I didn't get that at all. But I think it's going to be a big thing. And now we got Clash of Champions this weekend. We got to talk about Clash of Champions. Scott, since you're the resident smart mark, any predictions?
All right, so I don't have the match list in front of me, but since we're just talking about Miz and Shinsuke already, and we say how like Shinsuke hasn't really done too much for the Intercontinental title, not taking away anything from Shinsuke himself, right? But the Miz in recent memory has made that title mean more than anything of anyone, and with AEW coming around,
they want him to beat Jericho's record.
I just feel WWE is very bitter.
Yep,
and they want Miz if he wins the belt. He will tie Jericho's record.
Okay.
So they'll both be 9-time champions. And then if Miz can actually hold on to it for another, 3 weeks, he'll have the all-time days held record for the Intercontinental title. He'll surpass Pedro Morales.
Wow.
So Miz got a lot of going on for him, a lot of records to break right now. And I feel like they might be going that way. If that happens, then I assume the Miz would move over to SmackDown since technically he's a Raw superstar. But we know we got a draft coming, right?
Yeah,
that's right. We broke it, in July.
That's right. Well, we also got Kofi and Randy Orton.
Right.
That's been a great feud.
Yeah.
Kofi had a great spot on SmackDown.
Yeah, but it was just a remake of the same thing they did.
2009.
Yeah, they just redid the whole thing.
Cool though.
But it was cool, dude.
And it's good they had a backup table.
I mean, to who? I don't know. Not
the
to
one
me.
match I'm not looking forward to is Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan.
You've been so anti Rowan and Reigns.
I'm into them pushing Rowan. That's cool, man.
I just don't want to. I'm going to have to put it on mute. The commentary is going to be bad for that one. Roman hits Rowan, and Rowan hits a Roman.
Oh, they're gonna get confused.
It's going to get bad.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. That's true. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I'm still hoping Luke Harper comes out of this somewhere.
You think Luke Harper's still going to come out
with this storyline?
He's been tweeting and he's been posting. I see him today. He puts on, "Look who I ran into at the gym," and then he colored the guy's face out.
Oh yeah,
and he was in New York.
Interesting.
In a Yankees shirt, working out with somebody. Could have been Eric Rowan.
He's good. Luke Harper's good.
I don't know. Daniel Bryan's got to get involved on Sunday somehow, right? He wasn't on SmackDown this week.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what's going on with him though. He's not really, he hasn't wrestled in a pay-per-view in maybe 4 months now.
What do you think's going to happen with Strowman and Rollins?
I think they're going to defend the tag titles, and then Strowman's going to win.
You think Strowman's going to go over in the end?
I'm hoping.
I mean, they got to keep the titles because no matter who wins, they can continue that real easy if they both have the belts still.
They've had so many chances with Strowman, and they've never pulled the trigger.
This is their
Do you think
chance.
it's this Sunday?
Do you think this is going to
their
happen,
chance.
Scott? What do you think?
I'm thinking maybe the Fiend. I think the Fiend interrupts it.
The Fiend?
I think the Fiend
And then
just
it's a triple threat, Hell in a Cell.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't
here's
think
the
they're
thing.
going to throw the Fiend into with Strowman already.
If that happens, then the other world title match has to be conclusive. And I actually think Orton's going to end it, especially since he didn't get the upper hand this Tuesday. I think Orton's going to take it from Kofi, but I think Kofi's going to get it back at Hell in a Cell.
I don't think that the Fiend's going to come out and interrupt that match. I think what will happen, though, is the Fiend will come out at the end of the match. Whoever wins, he'll be coming out. The lights will go off. They'll cut all that shit off, and he will appear in the ring and do his mandible claw gimmick. The place is going to go nuts, and that's going to signify the start of the feud. I don't foresee him actually interfering in the
Never,
match.
because then that just puts him in a triple threat at best.
Right. Well, why would
At
you want to
best.
do that?
At
Right.
best.
Right. Exactly. Mind games, that makes no sense to do that to yourself, especially when you got, Strowman, who's fucking 7 foot tall and like fucking 400 pounds. The guy's he's a beast.
That would be a great Hell in a Cell, those two, man. Strowman and the Fiend.
They'd beat the shit out of each other.
Dude.
Yeah,
it would be great.
You know what else would be great, though? Maybe a little Frank Knox top 5?
All right, I got a top 5.
Let's hear it.
Frank Knox top 5. 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 Frank Knox top 5.
That's right. It's the Frank Knox top 5. Frank, let's hear what you got for him this week.
At number 5, I got Seth Rollins. At number 4, I got Chris Jericho. At number 3, I got King fucking Gable. At number 2, I got Kofi Kingston. And because it's my birthday and it's my top 5, at number 1, I got Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby.
Oh, hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Stone Cold!
What?
Oh, Stone Cold!
Stone Cold!
I love it. And that's the bottom line.
Because Frank Knox said so.
Stunner for the win.
Wow. I mean, that's a big thing. I liked seeing Gable on the list this week, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought it was great. You got Gable on the list, number 3. Huge. Chris Jericho. How did Chris Jericho end up on the list?
Because he's still the champ at AEW. The bubbly thing's still great. We're still drinking it because of him.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
I mean, you can't.
He's got a good point.
We're still playing the
I
sound
bought a
bites.
bottle because of that.
I know, which we didn't even get to because I apparently did the same thing. Communication.
And last
key.
week he was number 1. That'd be a big jump off.
Wow.
To go number 1 and then just not even be on the list. You fell all the way down to number 4.
Off the list? Jericho can't fall off a list.
That's right. Well, I thought that was one hell of a top 5, Frank. You really, I liked how you switched it up, man. You got a few different things in there.
Yeah, I put Austin on top. I mean, some people might hate on it, the keyboard warriors. But for me, he pops.
That's right. And you know what? Fuck the no good keyboard warriors.
This is the privileged TJ Howell III, and you're listening to the 2B1 podcast with Peasy.
That's right. And we're back to Be Blunt Podcast. Me, Frank Knox, the Scott, Hippie, Dickie, Moo.
Yeah.
And we are back, and we are here, the Frank Knox birthday celebration.
Yeah.
The bubbly is
The
poured
bubbly.
up, a little bit of the bubbly. We got the Jack Fire. We got the Steve Weisers. And now coming up, it's gonna be the birthday cakes. Ah, that's right. The birthday cakes, we're back. Who doesn't love a birthday cake?
I love cake.
I know. We really do. We got actual, little cupcakes we made for Frank Knox today. The boss made them, I should
Wow.
say. There's not enough, though. Oh, but there's not enough. But there's one for Frank. I mean, you can just literally just put the blood right at the end there and pop it in. And that would have been great, Unfortunately, due to our technical difficulties, Can't even enjoy that whole moment. That would be. But Frank, we do have, cake for you, bro.
Great, man. I'll eat it after the show.
Yeah. I figured we were gonna sing you happy birthday.
Oh, on the show? I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's like a funfetti gimmick. But now I don't have a candle, and I'm real upset about this. I know. It kind of takes away from it. But Frank, we got a funfetti, a little cake for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's gonna be huge. We smoked 2 blunts.
I'm pretty lit.
We got the bubblies. We got the Jack Fires.
We're chilling.
We're chilling. I know. It's really just been one hell of a week. We've made it through 12 episodes. I'm high as shit.
PZ, I can tell you calm down. Yeah, I'm so glad you're all relaxed now.
Dude, listen.
You were fired up when I got here.
Yeah, well, you know what? Listen, here's what happened. All right, now that I'm a little more calm, I think I can actually tell the story. Listen, I fucking get home, Scott, right? And I got, I was going to do some shit for the podcast before we went live.
Right.
So at my laptop, I go turn this sumbitch on, and like the little HP logo comes up, and it fucking just a little circle on the bottom just kept going in circles.
It went off finally.
It churned. It went off, but that can't be a good thing if it went
Hit
off.
spacebar.
Yeah. What is it working? What's going on over there?
Just a nice blank screen going.
There you go.
Right now.
Let's see what happens here.
Now that the podcast over.
Can you imagine if this thing works? If we could plug right in, and we can run our shit.
It's too late now. We're at the end of the episode.
I know, but what's fucking going on? Look at this. This is what I mean.
No, it's not even turning on.
So what's happening here? You can't see this, but over here, my laptop's resting over here, and it's literally just a black screen right now.
I hit power.
The light came on. We're trying closing it and opening it again. Yeah. Watch out,
man.
Be careful.
That thing's done.
No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
What that bad juju in here?
Yeah, you got a lot of juju, bro. What's going on over there, yo?
The screen should be on from the lights that are on.
This is crazy.
Because the 3 lights on the bottom are on, plus the charging light. All those lights are on.
Yeah, but I have no screen. That can't be good. Yo, hipster, hold down that power button for me.
Yeah, you gotta maybe do that.
Just hold it down until the light goes off. See what happens here. All right, laptop's off.
It's off.
Now you gotta turn it on.
Yeah, hold on. That's off.
That's like count to 5.
But now you gotta
we
turn
should
it.
give it a second. He's right. He's right. No, you're right. That's right. We need to chill.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I think we're ready to turn it back.
All right, turn it back on. Let's see what happens.
Oh, here we go.
With the HP
That's some
logo.
action.
Got the HP logo here. And
Not much more than that.
Oh, that didn't
no.
It shut off on its own.
was not good.
Is the charger, is the battery dead?
No, dude, that was
No
not
way.
good. That was not
Fucking bullshit.
Dude,
Dude,
that
what just
was-
happened?
that was-
No, come on, no.
Dude, I'm real sorry.
No, come on.
Motherfucker piece of shit.
I'm sorry for your bad news.
No, I can't be right. No, there's no way.
Sorry for your loss.
No, I can't. This can't be right.
So
No.
we might have to set up a GoFundMe page for some new laptop if any listeners out there want to contribute.
Maybe a Patreon.
Listen, I know. We got a big problem here because now all our shit is sitting on that laptop that will not turn on. Basically, what happened is we turned that shit on. It got the HP logo and it beeped, and then that was it.
You're good with.
And the worst part about this whole thing is, like, I do IT for a living.
Come on, PZ.
No, yeah, I know. But after smoking 2 blunts and whatever else that we've done here,
Maybe the computer's just high.
You gotta call the Geeked Up Squad.
yo, I wish we had like some other gimmick to run. It's such a shame, with all the shit that's happened. We're just, we got flying high. I love hearing the commercials. I'm sad about it, I really wanted to play something. I got nothing.
We could just open the phone lines.
I wish people would have called in.
We could open.
I wish the motherfucker would, yo.
Call in,
We
stump
could
me
play. We
again.
could play some beats. We could have someone stump the
my
Scott.
God.
You could cut a promo right now.
You could cut a promo right now. You know what I do got though? I got the beat. Frank, you want to do a birthday freestyle?
I don't know, man. Nah, probably not.
Probably not. Not even if the beat catches you?
I don't know. Now you put it's never been like that where you ask me before you drop the beat. So
I'm just saying. There it is.
Oh, there goes the beat.
There
But
it is.
anyways, that's the end of the show.
No, that's devastating. That's so devastating.
The answer to that is
it wasn't meant to be. The laptop is busted. Nothing's working
I'm
right.
not meant to drop a birthday freestyle.
made a
He's not
good
meant
time
to
out
do
of
it.
It's okay. We made a good
That's
time
right. Wait
out
a
of it.
second. Somebody's calling in.
Holy.
Oh, wow. We got to
Oh, save the show.
How dare you, bro? How dare you?
Voltage Omar.
Oh, 2B Blood Podcast. Is this the High Voltage Omar?
Yes, sir.
Oh, High Voltage Omar.
That's right, baby.
That's right. It's none other than High Voltage Omar here on the 2B Blood Podcast. What's up, bro?
Not much. Seeing you guys are having computer issues.
Oh, my God. It's been the worst type of day, bro. Right when I need something to work, nothing works. I had to find like an old computer and like turn this shit into a studio in like a snap of a finger, like I'm Thanos.
That's why you got to stop buying them off the black market, man.
No, I don't buy anything off the black market. Actually, that's a complete fucking lie.
Don't buy the vape cartridges off
That's
the
right.
black market.
Everything else is okay.
You mean off Wish? The dinks?
Got them Wish gimmicks, yo.
Yo, $3 a pop, boy. How you gonna say no to those? Oh, you're gonna be high, all right.
Oh, yeah, we lit right now. It's Frank's birthday.
Oh, feliz cumpleaños, Frankie boy.
Gracias, señor.
Oh,
gracias,
Oh,
champion.
de nada.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
thank you.
We don't play
That's
around
right.
here.
That's right. The
You
champ
see
of New York.
HBO's championships? Holy cow.
High Voltage Omar slings around 4
Oh,
belts everywhere
Yeah,
he goes.
he's the champion of New York. New
That's
York's
right.
best.
That's right. Exactly. You
That's
didn't know?
right. That's right.
You didn't know, hippie?
That's
Got a whole
right.
display box.
They call me the best in New York. They're forever champ.
Well, it's the truth. I don't know anybody else in New York walking around with 4 belts.
Exactly, base. It's like I tell Ty. Every time he looks at me, he sees the most decorated athlete in New York State. Carrying 2 belts from New York and 2 belts from New England.
Wow. The well-traveled.
Well,
High
one company
Voltage
runs in
Omar.
New England and in Puerto Rico.
Oh, and the Puerto
And I
Rico.
got the Battlefront. I got the half of the tag team championship from Battlefront. Still working on getting that heavyweight, though.
That's right. You know, someone's got to beat that guy.
That's right. It's going to be HBO 5 belts. 5 belts.
That's right. High Voltage, 5 belts.
5 belts. 5 belts.
5 belts.
And a
5 belts.
campeón.
5 belts. 5 belts.
5 belts. That's right.
Hold on, let me stop real quick. Shout out to Dickie Moon. I feel like I've been ignoring him.
What up, HBO?
Hopefully you chilling.
I'm chilling, bro.
Chilling, yo. You called it right at the end of the show. It's amazing. I'm glad you made it. Made it in. We were about to close out.
Hey, baby. Last but not least, you know what they say: save the best for last.
That's right. We're trying to get Frank to do a freestyle for his birthday, but that was a big bomb out.
Oh, drop the beat. Drop the beat. I want to hear it.
Wow, you gonna freestyle?
HBO got it.
No, not me. I'm Frank.
Oh, he's calling you out,
no,
Frank.
no.
I don't know.
The only way to call someone else by spitting a
That's
verse,
right.
I want to hear the birthday boys.
He wants to hear their
It's
birthday.
already been botched, man. You know? It's over.
You don't go back to the spot.
I don't know.
You're the rapper. Let's hear you spit
I don't
something.
spit anything over this beat.
You don't spit anything over this beat. I've heard you spit on this beat.
That's not true.
I heard it.
Maybe once. It's
Once
hard
is
for
more
me.
than 0.
It's hard, yo. You know, we smoked 2 blunts. You know, multiple shots. Got the bubbly lit up. I'm hanging out with Frank Knox.
Bubbly.
That's right.
I heard that.
And I got the Scott. Hip hop, then I drop the spot. I got the weed blown up, then you know it's hot. I be smoking on the law, then I know you not.
shit.
I'm the get high rapper. Go ahead, test me. Everybody know piece of go ready. I don't fuck nobody. I don't play these games, and you know I'm about it. I be big ballin', big timing. See Scott looking, he whining, he wishing he was smart, but he got stumped. Fuck in the butt, fuck what they say, fuck what you heard. I'm the best on the thing, best in the burbs. White boy on the thing, and I know you know it's the Peasy boy, and I finna get low. Only though blow that weed, I'm loud. I'm done.
That was great. That was great. That was fire. I can't even keep up with that.
Or how my people will say fuego.
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 That's fuego.
Fuego.
I don't know what just happened, y'all.
Pull up.
Yo, and another one.
Pull up.
Only because it's Frank's birthday will I spit. Yeah, that's it. Goddamn. Otherwise, you better pay me.
That's right.
You better pay me.
Oh, shit.
I'll spit for free. I'm the get higher rapper. I'm the best, you see?
Oh,
shit.
It keeps on spitting.
Oh, still dropping rhymes.
No, it's pre-written.
Damn.
It comes off the head.
Damn.
Now, the fact will leave you dead. Out in the streets, you want to mess with us? Come through, it's the Too Hot Podcast. That's all I really got. Over here, I smoke too much pot. It's my birthday. Ain't the worst day. Now I'm gonna sip champagne because I'm thirsty. Hey, we got that bubbly. Hey, we got that bubbly.
Yeah, the bubbly.
That's right, a little bit of the bubbly.
I don't got it.
Man, thanks for calling in.
18? Yes, sir.
I don't know what he said. That's it. Wow. That's right. It's going to be big timing. Make sure you tune in next week. 2B Blood Podcast. Make sure you check us out on social media. IG, Facebook, everything. It's 2B Blood Podcast with the number 2. Our website, www.2B Blood Podcast. Make sure you review our shit. Make sure you subscribe to our shit. From Peasy, Frank Knox, Hippie Moon, and Scott. It's been Liddy.
Too late.
Peace.
Rappers telling lies. When they get off in the booth, I'ma tell you one time. CT with the truth. Rappers telling lies. When they get off in the booth, I'ma tell you one time. CT with the truth. White boy with the flow, though. Is what I got slanging on the low. In case you didn't know, I'm the rapper smoking rappers, put the game off in the chokehold. Cook the chickens in the kitchen, this ain't no dose. Well, cooking ain't a boss, will never disclose. Only thing you need to know is the shit that all these white hoes stuffing up in they nose. Fresh clothes wherever I go. Doesn't matter all these bitches because they chose. They know we the pros, I suppose if they chose me, cause you get full clothes. Smoking on a loud pack. VIP still smoking cause about that. Get high rapper, oh you didn't know that. CT, tell them why they better know that. Fuck a hater, take a lesson from a boss hog. All these haters want your paper worse than hound dogs. So when you roll up, make this shit a face piece. Watch you circle all the stuff and stuff to increase. Man, they coming out the woodwork. Steady claiming that they got it, like a rework. They been begging PC, please just let me in for free. How you call yourself a baller if you talk to me? Rappers telling lies. When they get off in the booth, I'ma tell you one time. CT with the truth.
Cast around to be blunt with